a student log in, they need to still go to the Harrisburg website for the HBGSD. Then they put in their user ID as their username, and their password is school. They also need to put Explore as the school. Then log in. You see when the student logs in, they have their PathBlazer screener is the only thing that they can do for reading and math. So this student has already been reset for the new school year. When you look at their portfolio, it doesn't look like there's any assignments, but when you click on monthly, the student was actually here for summer school and completed several assignments. So when you click on assignments, it will tell you their score on those assignments and their actual learning path and how much of the assignments they've completed. Then you can click on the actual details to actually see what assignments they have completed and which ones they still need to complete. The colored in highlighted area on the right shows you if it's incomplete or they're still in progress. Students can also run reports to find out their scores or how much they have to complete on certain assignments. This allows the student to choose the subject area as well as which type of report they're generating, and it allows the student to be accountable for checking on their own work. If a parent also has a login created for the username and password, they will also be able to run and see similar reports that tell them how much they've achieved on the learning path, but also their scores in different areas. Students can look at these assignments and the reports for each of their learning paths once they've taken the diagnostic and you've assigned them their learning path and diagnostic section based on their screener. They can click on the details, and you see on the right are all the different learning paths that they have, and then the highlighted papers are also the assignments that they've completed versus the white ones, which means they haven't completed, and if it's highlighted halfway, it means that it's in progress or incomplete. You do want to make sure that when the students are navigating throughout the Compass that they use the X and the login or log out part or the tabs and not the Xing out on the actual window, because they'll have to log in and out of Compass again. Compass also has a writing section where the students can write and answer questions based on their learning path and submit them to you and edit them at any time. Here's the grade book. Unfortunately, the student isn't in a class at this time. And then the toolkit, which is great actually for math. It has a lot of things that you can do on the smartboard, grid lines, calculator, and different tools that students can use on the individual computers, or if you were teaching a lesson, you could also use to assist them. This also allows you to create a community blog within your class where students would be able to post, almost like a Blackboard is used in colleges. You are also able to have mail sent between students or teachers depending on how you set it up, which we can learn about more later. But this gives the students an opportunity to send you a message if they're unclear on something. And then of course having them log out versus clicking on the X button, because it will save any of the work that they're working on if they're doing a test. Down at the bottom you see the interactivity code. If at any time a student is working on their portfolio or they've missed an assignment and they can't figure out where the assignment is, they can always use the activity code and enter it in to the search at the bottom, and it will actually pop up. So this is one of the activities that the students can look for, and then when it comes up, you can actually see what they're working on. Many of the times they'll have an instructional video or a game going on. There's several different types of activities in addition to the assessments that they create. In the assignments, they'll be answering questions that they need to in order to go on to the next step, or if they're wrong, they'll be given additional help or hints that help them to answer it correctly, or reviewing the video or game that helps them to learn the program. These are all different things that are within one learning path for each of the different topics under the different objectives.